Good evening, everyone. This evening we'll be answering three very important questions related to services that can be acquired by giving competitive examinations conducted by various boards and authorities in India. Without losing any second, let us go to the first number one. How do you manage time effectively? We understand how much time we have in a day. That is 24 hours. What do you see when you compare India and the United States? The defense sector, industrial sector, economy sector, service sector, agriculture sector. United States has been doubled in economy compared to India. How does this happen? It's because of managing their time effectively. What's the time now? It might be 6:40. What are you planning to do at 7:30? Set a role that has to take place at 7:30. Between 6:30 to 7:30, what are you planning to do? When you get free time, that can make you change the way you live from the rest of the world. That same formula applies to me. As a young boy, I am always with my time. Without what I can't just roam around because it often reminds me of how I manage my time, how much time do I take in washing clothes. I don't want to spend more than 10 hours in studying. At the same time, managing everything effectively does not improve us, it improves our social life as well. I improve my life, I improve my time in such a way that it also helps me in my career, that is to crack a stable government job. Besides, it also helps me in maintaining my social life. That's all. Number two, does India have a population problem? Should it follow China's leading in controlling population growth? Yes, there are numerous problems arises due to population explosion. Compared to China, in the recent years in 2023, China was the highest population, India being the third, and then comes to second. Finally, we have attained the first position. Now China has increased a lot in developing infrastructures and controlling bird growth. As they controlled the population effectively, China has grown a lot. When the population has been under control, public goods are easily manageable by people, jobs, stagnation has not been a part of problem. People never complained on jobs declination due to various companies and some government jobs. Almost 85% gets chance to work in the company or government jobs. This stables their economy. Today, I ensure it's time that we take some do's and don'ts from the other countries. For instance, China, since they have been controlling population over the past few years, they are now growing, they are now rapidly developing both in economically and socially, and they are now able to compete with the United States. At this point of time, as per my opinion, it's time that we take some advantages on how China control population. Because if we refuse to do this, imagine how many unemployment rate has been witnessed in the past years. Today, just for a single post, lakhs and crores of students are competing for that post. What are the rest? You might understand about the utmost competitive examinations called UPSC. Every year, the examination is conducted twice. What about the vacancy? What about the candidates? Number of candidates? Number of candidates across lakhs, sometimes 5 or 6 lakhs. But the vacancy is about only 1,000, not 1,000 plus, 1,000 below. What do you feel being part of civil servant aspirant? You have 0.01 percentage to reach your dream. As we know, the number of population is rising. It is time that we expand employment rate in our society. India has done its best in expanding employment rate to the citizens. However, due to population growth, although lakhs and crores jobs have been provided to hundreds and thousands of civilians, people are in hunger, people are begging in the train station. We can't reduce the number of people begging in the train station, sitting on the road, begging. At this point, it's time that we take some help from China's on how they control population. That will be the best choice we can make to change the employment rate and achieve the welfare of the citizens. Are traditional knowledge and modern sciences in contradiction? I would say this is not in such a way that we felt it might be contradictory to one another. But actually this is a part of change, and there should not be any complaints on shifting from traditional knowledge to modern technology. Because what we have experienced is amazing. The problem is we can't control children to focus on studies rather than medias. Recently, the education minister has claimed that students from 2026 would be allowed to use computer within the classroom. This has brought critical point where a big decision has to be made seriously. When students learned how to cope with the internet, they get benefited a lot. But if they don't use it effectively in line with their studies, technology can spoil children. I will call it the bridge. To travel a river, to get through it, we need a bridge that has to be placed across the river. Therefore, by using that bridge, we can reach from one place to another without any difficulties. For example, in the northern part, to travel from Shillong to Bangladesh, we need to pass a bridge. That bridge is the center point that separates Shillong and Dhaka. In the same way, in terms of comparing traditional and modern, I prefer modern, and I believe 100%, 99% would prefer modern because we understand better through visualization. Before, we don't use laptops, iPads within the classroom. Now, with visualizations, a student can understand easily. Maybe one or two students may use it in scrolling on medias. They might waste some time, but somehow, with under control, I think we would be able to achieve the highest number of students that can benefit modern technology. Now I called it the bridge. That bridge has to be made in such a way that not a single student misses the class. Let them enjoy, let them play on medias. But as teacher or the central government who are responsible in education department should understand how to control students when they are being handed over mobile phone. With introducing this modern education, I think when we are able to bridge, when we are able to stable the bridge between traditional to modern knowledge, we are the fourth in terms of education. After a few years, we may be in the first list. Thank you.